In this episode, Darrell and I discuss if the future of YouTube is business only. What does that mean for entertainment channels moving forward? Many businesses will use YouTube as a business website 2.0. Darrell and I were co-founders of Realbase, a company we recently sold for 180 million. I was CTO, Darrell was head of product. So let's jump into the convo and see what we had to say. Is the future of YouTube only business-based? And the rise of a YouTube channel as the business website 2.0, will we see something else pop up to hold the entertainment portion?
Yeah, so this one was just a thought. Obviously, I've mentioned before that I think having the YouTube channel with at least 8 videos is probably going to be the only way businesses can advertise themselves in the future. I don't think a website cuts it anymore. And if a website does cut it, it needs to have a video sales letter with someone who represents the company talking, because people want to buy from people. And this is just going to get astronomically more so as AI takes over all of your writing, all of your everything. People will want to communicate with a person and understand that there is a person there. So it was just a thought that, is YouTube going to get overtaken by the people trying to sell stuff for their business? And is that a problem for YouTube long term? Will they move separate education and business more so like they are long form and shorts?
Yeah, look, so I think the first thing is hopefully we can determine what is a real person and not an AI standing here saying, hello. Um, Great chat we're having on this podcast today. Thanks for your points, Darrell. So look, I don't think it's a problem. I think YouTube's algorithm is very good at serving up what you want to watch. Funnily enough, like within 3 videos, it's like, oh, you changed your interests. How about you just watch
Yeah.
these videos? Oh, you like
It does
you watch
that.
that one skateboarding video?
Yeah,
Well, I'm
you
going to
watch
show
the
you
one
heaps of
skateboarding video. Here's Tony Hawk. Here's Tony Hawk.
yeah, here's
Yeah.
Tony Hawk and Wolf, like, or whatever.
Yeah.
So like that's me at the moment. So I'm like, I don't think that's a problem. Like if you like consuming business content and you want to listen to business people, like it can't be advertising. It's not like, hey guys, use Clipflow, we're the best video out, like building
No,
content
no,
planning
it's,
platforms.
yeah.
Like that's crap. Like if you're giving me something of value, then yeah, sure, I probably will watch you. But guess what? That's education and I'm interested in that. And then I'm
Yep.
probably still going to follow some entertainment stuff. Like I'm going to,
Yep.
like I said earlier on, if we want to watch, I just want to chill. I don't want to think. I don't want to think about what I'm not doing right now. And everyone
Yep.
goes through that. Like you can't be turned on, like switched on 24/7. Even Hormozy says that he goes and watches some Netflix every now and then when he's, run down.
Yep.
So I think
Yep.
everyone has those moments and you want to just chill. You want to watch some dude friggin' ollie 30 steps and almost snap his knees, but not. So, like, I think as long as the algorithm stays strong, I think they're only making it better. And especially with all AI tools that they're going to be using, it's going to get better and better and better and like
Yep.
help you put suggestions in. And maybe they do break it down into sections like, imagine just like having, here's your entertainment tab suggestions and here's your education tab suggestions, kind of however you name that.
Yeah.
It would be
Yep.
interest, like your interests, and then you could flick. So it's not trying to merge them all together because at the moment it kind of just smashes everything
Yeah.
together.
It has like little tabs up the top on the desktop that you can click, like depending on what you want. It's not
Yeah,
great, but
I've
it
seen
does an
that, but I
okay
think
job.
I think it's almost too niche there. It's like it's like what kind of mood are
Yeah.
you in? You want to learn or do you want to have fun? Like
Yeah.
even that broad would be cool.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I
like
think it uses the first video you select to sort of decide that, I've noticed. Because, like, if I put one type of video on, then all the suggested are like, it might be the longer, calmer stuff. But if, like, the first one you click's a Hormozy, it's like, here's how to improve this, here's how to do this. Like,
yeah.
all the suggested, it really
Look, mate,
does.
I only want to watch Hormozy. Thank you. I don't care about your other nonce.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's good, but I also think like we spoke about the future of YouTube being more episodic, more content that's going to come up every, like this is the Colin and Samir kind of insights, which I think, and they spoke to that guy that did from Hollywood who did Walking Dead, and I think that every week scheduled at a certain time upload where you rock up and you know that on Friday Arvo after work, I'm going to come in and watch Darrell working on his car in his garage. And you do that every week. And that's how you build a relationship with the audience. I think that kind of content's going to get stronger. Whereas instead of these like random uploads or every month, people try and aim for real consistency. And I
Yeah.
think that'll be really cool because and especially if people want to push more into like TV style, which is kind of like, I mean, this is a different topic, but it's where, where Netflix and YouTube are competing for the same eyeballs, right? And how does Netflix combat YouTube in the long run? Is it that they allow creator content? And what does that content look like? And then the same thing with YouTube. YouTube's going to be trying to also pull people from Netflix, and it's like higher quality content, like 20 to 30-minute episodes a week, really good. Like, what's stopping a group of 10 people making like a really high quality TV show?
Yeah.
Not Nothing really these days. The cameras are amazing. You can get actors. You can do, if you put a bit of effort. Obviously, to do it weekly would be really hard. But if they did it monthly, or if they spent a year to make 10 that they just dropped weekly, that could work. So there's a whole bunch of different stuff, which I think is super exciting to see what YouTube will turn into. So
Yeah. It's like the business thing, like the way I was thinking of it is more like it's your business card. When people look you up, they end up on your YouTube as opposed to your website. So I guess that content, it really wouldn't be in the algorithm anyway, because it's not about views. It's about if I come here for a purpose, like how to stone clad my wall, and there's a stone cladding company, and they're like, here's a bit about us, and there's 8 videos that sort of cover everything about us. That's what I want to see there, and I only come there for a specific purpose. So that's never going to end up in the algorithm anyway.
yeah,
Like, it's not going
it's
to be
like
served to many people.
exactly right. It might even be unlisted content
Yeah,
on their website. It could, so I've done lots of content like that, and I think even we've done content where no one even sees it, but it's
yeah,
building in the background, right? It's like creating a library. And if someone wants to
yeah,
find out about your company, they just go to your channel and they go, "Oh, look at this. This is how this company started. I like this company. I like what they're about. I want to work with
yeah,
them." So I think,
yeah,
and especially for like, I saw an interesting quote from someone. I think it was on Twitter or something. A guy that's predicted a whole bunch of stuff. But he was saying that the future of work is like everyone will be their own boss. Basically, everyone will have their own business. That's how the
yeah.
future
That's
of work
I don't know if
is.
he's the current or ex LinkedIn CEO.
Yeah.
He was
So
talking about that you're not going to be full time employed ever again.
yeah. So everyone
So
will
there's never
have
been
their
a better
own.
time to be doing this. Like, because everyone's going to have personal brand YouTubes. Like, you
Yeah.
can't get hired without a YouTube. Then we're in a good spot.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? Like if everyone's running their own business, they're all having they're the personality. In the end of the day, you're going to be working with that person and maybe one or two other people, but that's who you want to know. So you're going to know that person through YouTube. You go, I like that person. I like what they do. I like their work. I've watched them work. They're really efficient. They know what they're talking about. Yes, I'm going to hire that person as a contract
Yeah,
to do my website or to do my, marketing, whatever.
yeah,
And that's like the future. So it's like that personal branding. And that's where that is business based, but at the
hmm
same time can be very educational, can be very entertaining. Like if you're watching, imagine like you drawing, like just watching you draw something. Man, I really need some new art for this specific thing. I like that guy drawing. I saw him on YouTube. I'm going to reach out to him. And that's what happens. That's what social media is for, right? Like that's
yeah,
how I found people before looking at their socials. So yeah, it's going to be a spread across all those platforms, but as long as people have a presence in everywhere, and YouTube's a good way to with someone for longer, right? So
yeah,
Mosey says the only difference between the short and the long is that you're just getting to spend a lot more time. It's all about the
yeah,
time. So short's 30 seconds, you get 30 seconds of exposure or interaction, whereas a long you
yeah,
can have an hour, you can have 4. He did a 4-hour video there. It's like you spent 4 hours with Mosey, listen to him.
yeah.
So
And I think, like, if you've got high ticket things that you're selling, whether you're a consultant or anything, it doesn't necessarily matter that the person doesn't watch all 4 hours of it. They can skip through it and go like, yep, like the vibe, move on, make the decision, make the sale. Like, it's done the sale for you just by putting it out there, even if they don't watch the whole thing.
correct. So yeah, back to the thing. I don't think that the future of YouTube being business focused is a bad thing or a good thing. I think either way, it's still going to give you what you want to see. So
Yeah,
when you want to see that thing, you're going to find it, and in different phases of your life seasons, you're going to be looking for different things. Like once my feed was filled with farming.
yeah,
And that's long gone. Like I haven't seen any old tractors because I was looking into tractors. So I just had tractor feeds up, the reviews and stuff. And it's very good at adapting. So as long as it keeps being good at that, I don't think there needs to be a new place basically to
yeah.
hold that content.